What if your life isn't actually missing anything? What if you've just become so used to it that you've stopped noticing it? You wake up, check your phone, rush somewhere, work, eat, scroll on sleep. And then one day you look back and wonder, where did all those days go? The strange thing is, a good life isn't usually built from extraordinary moments. It's built from hundreds of tiny moments you almost didn't notice. Tiny things, but repeated long enough, they become your life. So I collected 100 of them. Not expensive things, not unrealistic routines, just 100 small things that can make the life you already have feel extraordinary. 1. Get some morning sunlight. Before the world starts demanding your attention, give your body a signal that a new day has begun. 2. Make your bed. It's a tiny victory, but sometimes a good day begins with one thing being in its place. 3. Drink water before your second cup of coffee. Take care of what your body needs before giving it what your cravings want. 4. Walk without your phone. You might be surprised how much of the world you notice when a screen isn't competing for your eyes. 5. Keep your room slightly cleaner than you found it. You don't need a perfect home, just one that doesn't constantly make your mind feel crowded. 6. Call someone you love. Some voices become precious only after we realize how little time we actually have with them. 7. Eat one meal without a screen. Food tastes different when you're actually there for it. 8. Leave 10 minutes earlier. Arriving rushed turns ordinary moments into emergencies that never needed to exist. 9. Buy less, enjoy what you already own. Sometimes the life you're searching for is buried underneath everything you keep buying. 10. Take the long way home. Sometimes, not every minute of your life needs to be optimized. 11. Put your phone away. During conversations, nothing says you matter quite like giving someone your full attention. 12. Keep a list of things that make you happy. On difficult days, you shouldn't have to remember where your own light comes from. 13. Learn to say no without writing an essay. Protecting your time doesn't make you selfish. It makes your yes meaningful. 14. Stretch when you've been sitting too long. Your body was built to move, not quietly become part of the furniture. 15. Go outside when your mind feels heavy. Sometimes you don't need another thought. You need a change of scenery. 16. Take photos of ordinary days. One day, the day you thought was ordinary might be the one you miss most. 17. Keep your favorite people. Close success feels strangely empty when there's nobody you want to share it with. 18. Finish one small task you've been avoiding. The relief of finally done is often worth far more than the task itself. 19. Make your bedtime earlier. When you need it, tomorrow becomes easier when you stop stealing energy from it tonight. 20. Sit in silence for a few minutes. You don't have to fill every quiet moment to make your life meaningful. 21. Eat slowly. Your body can't enjoy a meal you're rushing through. 22. Keep fruit where you can see it. Make the healthy choice the choice you notice first. 23. Open your curtains in the morning. Let daylight into your room before the rest of the world gets in. 24. Put things back where they belong. 10 seconds of order today can save you 10 minutes of frustration tomorrow. 25. Learn one new thing every day. You don't need to become an expert. Just don't let your mind stop growing. 26. Keep a small notebook nearby. Some thoughts disappear because we never give them somewhere to stay. 27. Write down what's worrying you. A problem written on paper often feels smaller than the one endlessly circling your mind. 28. Take a walk after a long day. You don't always need to solve the day. You sometimes just need to leave it behind for a while. 29. Keep your promises to yourself. Self-respect grows every time your actions prove your words were real. 30. Stop checking your phone every few minutes. Your attention's part of your life. Don't give it away for free. 31. Have one screen free hour. The silence feels different when nothing is asking you to look. 32. Make your favorite drink. Properly small rituals become beautiful when you stop treating them like interruptions. 33. Learn someone's favorite thing. Knowing the little things about people is one of the quietest forms of love. 34. Send the message you keep postponing. Sometimes 5 seconds of courage can reopen a door you've been staring at for months. 35. Apologize when you're wrong. Being right is rarely worth losing someone you love. 36. Forgive small mistakes. People are easier to love when you remember that you make mistakes too. 37. Stop explaining yourself to everyone. Not every misunderstanding deserves your energy. 38. Spend time with someone older than you. Some lessons become precious when you hear them from someone who has already lived them. 39. Ask someone how they really are. The question becomes meaningful when you're willing to stay for the real answer. 40. Eat with people you love. Years from now, you may remember the conversation more than the meal. 41. Learn to enjoy your own company. Being alone feels very different when you no longer feel lonely with yourself. 42. Make something with your hands. There is a special satisfaction in creating something the world didn't have before you started. 43. Spend time in nature. The world feels less overwhelming when you remember how large it really is. 44. Watch a sunset without photographing. Some moments are more valuable when you experience them instead of collecting them. 45. Listen to a song you love. Sometimes 3 minutes is enough to change the emotional weather inside you. 46. Laugh until your stomach hurts. Don't underestimate how healing it can be to completely forget yourself for a moment. 47. Dance when nobody is watching. Not everything you do needs to look impressive to be worth doing. 48. Read something just because you like it. Not everything you learn needs to be useful. 49. Revisit an old hobby. The things you loved before life became busy may still be waiting for you. 50. Try something you're bad at. Being a beginner again reminds you that progress has never required perfection. 51. Learn to cook. One great meal. There is freedom in knowing you can make something comforting with your own hands. 52. Keep your favorite food for a bad day. Sometimes a tiny pleasure can make a difficult evening feel less heavy. 53. Drink your water before you feel dehydrated. Taking care of yourself works better before your body has to beg. 54. Take the stairs. Sometimes small movements count, especially when repeated for years. 55. Go to bed when you're actually tired. Rest isn't something you have to earn by completely exhausting yourself. 56. Keep your bedroom cool and comfortable. Your sleeping environment quietly decides how welcoming tomorrow feels. 57. Don't bring every problem to bed. Some problems deserve tomorrow's brain, not tonight's exhausted one. 58. Put your clothes out the night before. Make tomorrow morning slightly easier for the person you'll wake up as. 59. Prepare one thing before you need it. Future you deserves a few favors from present you. 60. Leave some space in your schedule. An entirely packed life leaves no room for life itself. 61. Stop trying to multitask everything. Your attention becomes weaker when you keep dividing it. 62. Finish something before starting. 5 more things. Completion feels better than collecting unfinished beginnings. 63. Take short breaks before you're exhausted. You don't have to wait until your mind is empty to let it breathe. 64. Clean your desk before you leave. Tomorrow's motivation gets a head start when today's mess doesn't greet it. 65. Write tomorrow's most important task tonight. Waking up knowing where to begin is a quiet kind of freedom. 66. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Not every vibration deserves a piece of your attention. 67. Unfollow things that make you feel worse. Protecting your peace sometimes begins with a button. 68. Stop comparing your ordinary day to someone's highlight reel. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's best moments. 69. Don't read comments when you don't need to. You don't have to invite strangers into your head. 70. Keep your phone away from your bed. Your bedroom should be a place where your mind learns to switch off. 71. Spend money on experiences. Sometimes things eventually become ordinary. Memories often become more valuable with age. 72. Wait before buying something. You don't need. The desire to own something usually fades faster than the cost of owning it. 73. Keep an emergency fund, even if it's small. Peace of mind begins with knowing one bad day won't destroy everything. 74. Learn to repair something. Knowing how to fix one thing makes you feel a little less helpless in the world. 75. Keep important documents organized. Future, you will be grateful when an ordinary problem doesn't become a chaotic one. 76. Declutter one drawer. You don't need to transform your whole home to create a little more breathing room. 77. Give away things you never use. Someone else might enjoy what has been sitting untouched in your life. 78. Buy fewer things you don't really love. Your home should contain things you chose, not things you simply couldn't resist. 79. Keep one place completely clean. When everything feels chaotic, one peaceful corner can be enough. 80. Fix the small thing that annoys you every day. Tiny frustrations become surprisingly heavy when you carry them for years. 81. Learn to sit with boredom. Your mind doesn't need constant entertainment to be okay. 82. Do one thing at a time. Life becomes strangely richer when you're actually present for what you're doing. 83. Let yourself have a bad day. Not every difficult day needs to become a lesson. 84. Stop punishing yourself for being human. You can want to improve without treating yourself like someone you hate. 85. Celebrate small progress. Your life changes through tiny victories long before anyone else notices. 86. Keep a gratitude list. What you repeatedly notice becomes what you repeatedly appreciate. 87. Say thank you properly. People remember feeling appreciated long after they forget what you said. 88. Tell someone what they mean to you. Don't wait for a special occasion to say something that matters. 89. Spend time with children. They have a strange talent for making ordinary things feel important again. 90. Learn to enjoy slow mornings. Not every morning needs to begin with a race. 91. Take yourself somewhere alone. You don't need someone else available before you're allowed to enjoy your life. 92. Keep a list of places you want to see. Having something to look forward to can make ordinary days feel lighter. 93. Do something kind without telling anyone. Some of the best things you do will never become part of your reputation. 94. Give someone your seat. Small kindnesses can change someone's day without costing you much at all. 95. Compliment someone honestly. You might forget the compliment tomorrow. They might remember it for years. 96. Stop rushing through everything. The finish line isn't the only part of life worth experiencing. 97. Notice one beautiful thing. Every day, beauty becomes easier to find when you train yourself to look for it. 98. Make peace with what you can't control. Some things become lighter the moment you stop fighting reality. 99. Spend more time with what matters. Your calendar eventually reveals what your heart actually chose. 100. Be here for your life. One day you'll realize the ordinary days were never ordinary. You were just too busy waiting for something bigger. You don't need to escape your ordinary life to make it extraordinary. Start noticing it.